I'm Logan Daugherty and I play tight end defensive end. I played 1 year in midgets and then I kind of broke off after that, and this is my first year coming back. In Bridgeport, back in middle school, I looked up to Tanner Moore and West Daugherty. This being my first year, I've got a lot of memories to create. The Bridgeport RCB game at RCB a couple years back was just intense. A lot of hype from not only the stands, but everyone else. I think the community supports the Indians because we're successful. I'll have to give a shout out to my parents, of course, and my girlfriend for supporting me through all this.
Jason McCall. I graduated in high school in 1990, and my last season was the fall of '89. I played tailback, and I played outside linebacker. And the defensive side of the ball was that's where I had the fun, my most fun. I loved playing defense. Definitely '88 state championship against Winfield, 4 overtimes. We get to play on Mountaineer Field, dressed in locker rooms. I mean, for a 16-year-old kid, that was a big deal. That season, I missed almost the entire season because I had mono. But still, to be on the field, you know, you got a ring and a state championship jacket. So regardless, you know, to me, it was always about the team. And I'm more proud of that than anything I ever did individually in any sport. Just having that state championship was a big deal. Baseball, I was on state semifinal teams, and my 18 year in American Legion Baseball, we won the state championship. And I played a little bit of basketball, but unfortunately I played that more like football, so I didn't make it too far, but we had fun. Well, I think at any level, football is the most popular sport. If you look at the major sports, whether it's college, pro, youth sports, football, just is a big deal in our society. Probably a bigger deal than it should be, but regardless, it's a lot of fun. A lot of people enjoy it. But I think in Bridgeport, it's with the football program, it's so much bigger than the all-state players we've had, the great coaches that we've had, great coaches that we have now. It's so much more than the players and coaches. It's the community, it's the administration, it's anytime, it's programs like this. There's so many people involved, so much bigger than any one individual or any group of players. It's just a big deal to a lot of people, and it's a lot of fun to be a part of. Wayne Jamison, he was intimidating, learned a lot. You know, sports to me is more about learning the life lessons than the wins and losses. And you learned hard work, being humble, you know, teamwork, being a good sport after the game, win or lose. But Wayne Jamison was a tough coach. He was intimidating to a teenager. Al Lanzi, great example. Loved playing for Al Lanzi, junior high and high school. Richard Aquina, who I'm still close with to this day. We were very, very lucky to have those guys involved, and I think they have similar leadership at the high school this year. Some good guys running the program. I do. My daughter's a cheerleader, and her boyfriend plays center and defensive end. So it's nice to be able to go to the game, watch your daughter, and watch your daughter's boyfriend play. And they have a great team. And I coached youth football for 12 years, so a lot of the kids that went through our league, it's nice to be able to sit in the stands and watch those little guys. Well, they're big guys now, but watch them play. Hunter Rehnquist, which he's a good player, and you know, Hunter is a center, and along with the line, you know, those guys don't get a lot of credit. You know, we have amazing backfield at Bridgeport. Maybe the best we've ever had. And I know a few people may ruffle a few feathers there, but we have a great offensive line. It all starts there. You know, when a guy scores a touchdown, the running back's name, or the quarterback, you hear the name on the loudspeaker. But it all starts with a snap. The guys have to make their blocks. The quarterback has to make a clean handoff or pitch. So it's the ultimate team sport. That's one of the things I love about it, because it's not just one person. There's so many people that you depend on to make a play. And Hunter's a lineman, so proud of what our offensive line has accomplished along with the rest of the team. Well, I grew up on Stout Street, and now I live on Olive Street, so I moved about 2 blocks. But just grew up, had a great experience in Bridgeport. Outside of sports and schools, I go to Simpson Creek Baptist Church. My business is right on Main Street. I love the city, love being close to my parents, love the community. And thank God I've had the opportunity. I work in accounting, insurance, business consulting, and I've taught at several local colleges, taught business classes. So really do a lot of things in business. We do tax returns, insurance. We actually started a new business. It's called Bridgeport Annuity Exchange, working with annuities and retirement income, helping people with their retirement planning. But it was important to me to work in Bridgeport and have the opportunity to have my office on Bridgeport and being close to my kids, close to their schools, being able to see all their events, being able to take off work when I need to follow their games and activities. My daughter Hannah is a sophomore at Bridgeport High School. She runs track and she cheers. And they're right in the middle preparing for the regional competition, which is a big deal. Her coach Emily Stout, who has a couple state championships. Her father, Steve, played Bridgeport. She's been a great example. Really, in my opinion, does what a coach should. Positive, but works them hard. Teaches them the work ethic, teamwork. She's had a great experience. She also runs track. My daughter Andy is in 3rd grade at Bridgeport. It looks like she's following in similar footsteps as far as cheerleading and dance. And my stepson Connor is in 3rd grade at Simpson. So I have 2 in Simpson, and my youngest Ellie is 4, and she's in pre-K. And they all like sports, and they all like to be busy, and good Lord willing, they'll all be involved in Bridgeport schools and sports down the road. You know what? Just playing sports at Bridgeport, going to school in Bridgeport, great opportunities, and I know, maybe individually I didn't accomplish as much as an athlete that I thought I would when I was a child, but to me, I wouldn't trade any individual accomplishments for being on state championship teams or being on a defense that gave up 4 points a game, which is almost unheard of today. And I'm very proud of that. Not that I had a big role in any of that, but I was fortunate enough to be a part of it. So it was a great experience, and I feel very blessed to have that opportunity. And I know it all started with my parents. My dad was a football coach. I was lifting weights and running with a weighted vest when most kids were playing with G.I. Joe dolls. Not because my dad made me, he gave me that opportunity. He said, if you want to be good at something, this is what you have to do. And my parents never pushed, they just encouraged and provided the opportunity. I was very lucky to have that, and hopefully can offer the same thing to my children.